Welcome. My name is Jay, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to another episode of the weekly talk show where I dive into Liberian culture, music, politics, relationship, and many more, and even gospel. So today is a pleasure to welcome you to another amazing gospel singer, the gospel cessation in the Liberian community. And to be really honest, right? There are different kinds of gospel artists out there, and you can hear the uniqueness and the passion in this brother voice. And it's my pleasure to welcome you guys and basically introduce you guys for those of whom that don't know who this gentleman is. His name is Victor Jones. Welcome to the platform. My name is Jay again, and Mr. Jones, please introduce yourself to the people that don't know you.
Well, my name is Victor Jones, CEO of Royal Family TV,
Mhm.
and now a gospel singer. And I started singing back then, like in the 90s, but later on, I went solo 2 years ago. And God has been using me to minister to his people.
Right.
So I'm a dad with 4 kids, and I'm a single dad and trying to make life easy, and push the music forward.
All right. Yes, that's exactly. I mean, most of us we has purpose when it comes to these things that we do. And I really admire that the fact that you saw and you're following the footsteps. And that was one of my questions I wanted to ask you, how did you get started? And you already said that. But what inspired you basically to choose that specific genre?
Well, sometimes you have to listen to God, the voice of God. I have been singing with my group for a couple of years, and
Hmm.
my group is called Glorious Lambs International. We made a popular song, Deal, Deal,
Yes, yes.
Deal, Manuel. So everybody knows about that song.
Right.
When the pandemic came, we all went our separate ways and other stuff. And later on, the voice just came to Victor. It's about time that you come out and do it for me.
Mm-hmm.
So when our voice register in my body and I make use of the voice, sometimes you need to listen to God's voice when
Right.
it speaks. And each time God speaks to me, it takes 2 to 3 times, and it keep coming back to me.
Right.
So when it came back to me the third time, I say, okay, this is it. So I just started, and that's how music bursts, and now we are on a journey.
Yes. Yes. I appreciate that. How how some of us, like, that's one thing I've been baffled with. How do you hear the voice of God? How do that minister to you? Because some of us, we are hard headed. We don't know if God have talked to us or not because we don't we don't know what his. How do you recognize those voices?
Even before I open, when I established
Mm.
Royal Family TV, came to me 3 times. Your voice clicking in my ear, you'll be hearing it say, Victor, open a platform and give people that I get gift to give an opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
So it came 3 times. So when the music thing came out, it's just registering in my you will hear it, you will know it. It will just say, Victor, it's about time that you go forward, that you go up front. It's about time. It will just keep bothering you until you
Mm.
wake up. So that's what happened when they say God speak to you. That's something that keep coming back to you, and you all
Over
ask,
and over.
it come back after a couple of days. It come back. That's how God speaks.
Interesting.
Hmm.
That's really good. Thank you for, because for those of whom that don't know what's really going on, it's good to have that type of perspective, at least an idea, so that you can be like, okay, this is what it means when God is speaking to you. So I appreciate that perspective. But another thing that, some of us, like, sometimes the way we see music and do music these days, different message could be sent across within your music. And I'm just curious to know, how do you use your music as a form of ministry to reach out to the people heart?
Well, firstly, you have to pray about it. And when you start spreading the link on social media, you ask God, God, the link that I'm sharing today, I want it to go across the nation.
Right.
And you pray about it. And by the means of reaching out to different uh, networking people, reach
Right.
out to them and spread the word.
Hmm. Okay.
Hmm.
That's that's appreciated. You gotta spread the word as much as possible in a way where you talk to your God so that He could give you the strength. I appreciate that.
That's
And
right.
being a gospel artist today come with challenges. What are some challenges that you are facing today as a gospel artist? Because nowadays religions, a lot of people are not really you know, trying to see religion what it used to be anymore. So I'm just trying to find out or share with the peoples how challenging is it, now as a gospel artist.
Oh, there are a lot of challenges that come along with it. It get expensive to get to
Yeah.
record. Yeah, it get
Yes.
very expensive, and sometimes people you don't have the finances, but
Mm,
you have to struggle on your own to do that. And when the
right.
song comes out, you have to reach out to DJs, radio DJs, and some bloggers,
Hmm.
and it's very costly as well.
Right.
So, and doing it on your own by yourself, it got a little tougher. So, the challenges are the 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 spending for me, my era. That's the spending part. But
Right.
as God could have it, I have the strength, and I've been spending.
Right.
So, like some people may not have it, but I was ready for this.
Right.
When you're ready for something, you always come prepared.
Right. Right. Right.
That's how it have been.
Thank you very much for your input. And sometimes we have to leave it into God's hand because some of us we like to take things into our own hand too much because we're not patient enough. And that's where the example is shown within the faith that you have. And I'm just curious to know, do gospel music often bring hope and healing, or like what message do you want or listener to walk away with after they hear your songs? Does it bring like hope, certain thing? What you want for the people when they listen to your music, be like, all right, this is what I get when I hear this man music.
Yeah, a lot of people a lot of people has called me that when they listen to my song, they are blessed.
Hmm.
And my goal is for the song to bless people. And my gift that God gives me is to do happy music.
Right, right,
All my songs are happy music. Is awakening people. It awakes people when they hear it. Everybody wake up, they dance to it, and they keep going, so forth, and that's always so. And when I see people dancing to my song, giving God
hmm,
praise, putting their hands up, having the best time of their lives, I feel good that the song is doing what it's supposed to do. Because for me, like some people, they're good at doing slow music,
hmm.
push. This for me, my gift is doing it real hard and put the Christian into the move.
Okay,
Worship God, give God the praise. So and it had touched so many hearts. I have a lot of response
right,
that came back to me. That's, oh, Victor, thank you. When I heard your song, I was down. The
right,
my song is called Modukwe. One lady sent me the whole video. She was saying, Victor, you don't know what God has done. When I heard this song,
right,
God are giving you praise
right,
in because I sang it in Yoruba,
right.
also in English. And she's a Bassa woman. She heard it. She said, "Oh, you don't know what I have been through." She said, "When I
That's
heard this
interesting.
song, that God is my personal person in the Bassa language,
Hmm.
I knew he's personal to me because what he had brought me through." So this song has been moving and it stays touching hearts.
Wow. That's very inspiring. I
Mhm.
appreciate that. Thank you. That's very inspiring. So, what's next for Victor? What's next? What do you see yourself doing next musically? What next for you?
Well, I always come up with something good, and I have a Christmas song that is going
Okay.
to drop the first of November by the grace of God, because November you got to get the spirit going. You got
Right.
to the Christmas spirit. You got to bring it. So
Right.
November 1st, I'll be dropping my Christmas single, and everybody should watch out for it. You know we're going to jam again because I don't do slow song. I will do happy song. So
Chris.
my happy Christian,
Yeah. Yes.
you
That's
get
it. We
ready.
bring.
We're going to jam it again.
we bring George back.
Yes,
That's good. I appreciate that, bro. That's good. That's something that draw most of us to church is the togetherness and the
yes,
joy and everybody. You don't care. You just there doing your dance regardless.
yes.
It's talk to you differently,
That's right.
and that is very very inspiring. Are there any other artists or international artists that you planning to work with next, or you comfortable with you and your quiet?
Well, I work with brother in Ghana. Uh, he's called El Manuel. We just did a collaboration
Mm-hmm.
on one of the song. Well, I think it's my latest song called "Many Mansions."
Okay.
In my father's house, many mansion, and he did something, and I'm open to work with a lot of international artists, but I don't want to pinpoint this particular one because sometimes when you say it, the people don't show up for you.
Mm.
But I like it to come naturally.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So
Okay.
I'm open to anybody that want to do like international artists. I want to do a collaboration with me. I'm open and we can work on that.
That's good. All right. That's it togetherness you're talking about. As long we are together, we could do it together. That's good.
Yes.
So how do you envision gospel music in Africa evolving in this year to come? How do you see gospel music evolving in Africa in the future?
Well, gospel music has been number one in the world, and it will
Hmm.
still be number one. And gospel music sell more than any music, and you can
Wow.
sell as long as you want. But a lot of secular artists that music sell, but you got to put out a show before sometimes you can make little thing. But gospel music is always selling. So CCC wanting to stay here. You a lot of artists stay here. Gospel music sell because people go through a lot and they want to listen to something that will bring peace to their hearts, something that will cool them down with what they are going through. You can be going through some terrible situation, then you post secular music on, it will not help you.
Right.
But if you hear a song that say, God is loved, you will not be let down. He will always come to your rescue. We hear the kind of word, you say, oh Lord, I'm encouraged. So
Right.
gospel music is the number one selling music in the entire world. So if some people don't know it, I'm telling you now, because we all face problem and we want to listen to something that will encourage us. So that's it.
Mm. Thank you, brother. He say everyone experience a moment in their life, and the music that you listen to, that's what inspire your heart to
Yes,
be inspired to move forward. I appreciate that. Thank you, brother.
that's right.
So, that's something that you said earlier that's very intriguing to me. You said that you sing a song in Yoruba and
Mhm.
you sing it in Bassa. So you speak those two languages. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, Yoruba, Basa, and English. The reason why I did that because my music, most of my music can be in my language, in my dialect, Basa. And I sent it to Nigeria. It took over by storm by the grace of God. And every time people dancing away from Nigeria, from the banks, from this place. So I said, since the Nigerian people embrace my
Mm-hmm.
my language or my tribe from Liberia, I would do something to just like give back to them. Make
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, at least he did something for us too as well. So
Right.
when our voice came, say Victor, do it back for them. and I did that. I don't speak Yoruba, but I learned the lyrics. I got
Oh, okay.
my brother,
All right.
friend and brother lives there. His name is Jeff Chili. So when I call him, I say I have a beat, but I want to because he's my Africa manager, Jeff
Right.
Chili. So I told him, I said, since you in Nigeria, I need a tribe that I can sing in. She said, okay, let's do Yoruba. So then he sent me the lyrics. I wrote the
He
other
do the
parts.
he
Then,
interpret.
yeah, he interpreted in his language. So and we did that, and that song is training by the grace of God. People love it.
Interesting. Wow. Wow. I'm happy for you. That's exciting. I
Thank
mean,
you.
you must be some smart guy. You see the song like, all right, I'll figure it out. That's exciting. You see, like people, we are smart. Oh, we are very, very
Oh
smart.
yeah, smart.
Yes, sir. And with so much going on in like the gospel music industry, as far as people demoralizing it, or people that say that, like for example, what's his name? There's a gentleman they call Richmond. He used to do gospel music, but
Yeah.
he is doing some things now that is making people feel certain time. How can a gospel artist do it? With so much going on in the industry, how do you keep your message genuine and rooted in faith?
Oh, actually, as a gospel artist, you have to carry yourself very well because any mistake you make along the way, people are going to judge you by that.
Right.
Always learn to stay in your lane, be prayerful, and don't get in a lot of stuff because any mistake you make gonna reflect on God and you. And people say, "Oh, are the gospel people there?" I say that, and God don't like that. Always get good name, and 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 take your good news. Just stay in your lane and be very careful. Of what you do. That's it.
Yes, appreciate it. Thank you very much. Because, you know, for example, if one Liberian go on the street and misbehave, they would not be like, "Look at that girl." As long as she's from Liberia, like, "Look at that Liberian," you know. So I get what you're saying. You know,
Mm.
you have to do what you say, not say what you. You know what I mean? You got to do what you sing. I appreciate. And your sound, right? As I listen to your music, right? Your
Mhm.
sound blend in with your tradition, African rhythm with melody, gospel. How do you balance those elements while keeping your music authentic?
Uh, what I have done over when I started singing over the few months, a year that I've been singing, I told my producer Just Prince, and I work with Vanimo. I work with Just Prince. I work with what about it? Extreme Beat in Liberia.
Hmm.
I told him I need Liberian sound. That's my
Mm.
key word. I want Liberian sound. So when Liberian hear it, say, oh my goodness. And then, so
Yes.
my style have been bringing Liberian sound back, you know, be it Burma or be it the thing we used to hear from way back then. So that's my goal. That's why people are gravitating to my songs because when they hear it, say, oh my God, this is our sound, Liberian sound. Because if you don't get the people's heart, you will struggle with music. So if you're singing music, you're doing music, find something that will attract your people that the country you from represent. That's a point
Hmm.
I want to make. Represent your country sound that your people love hearing. And
Hmm.
when you put a blend on it, my brother, that's it. That's why I've been having everybody gravitate to my song. But when they
Right.
hear it, they want to wake up and say, "Oh my God, this is our beat." I don't play no hip hop, no pop, all that pop, and I'm doing that because I want to lose sight of the real thing.
I hear you. I hear you. That's very funny. All right. So wait, how's your writing process? How like when you decided to write your song? Okay, because you just told us how you pick your beats process so you could bring your sound out to your culture. But how is the writing process?
The writing process, when I'm writing and I'm singing the lyrics, I still find a Liberian beat, Liberian sound in my ear.
Okay.
Yeah, because you have to have that style in your body. So yeah, when you start writing, saying the rapping, they will sue with this particular Liberian sound, or yes, the particular sound. So it will register, because because when you are unique, when
Mm-hmm.
you are unique, you can stay in your uniqueness, because why? You will still create something in a same realm. So
Okay.
it matches. So when I'm writing, my ears are to the Liberian people sound what they love hearing. So I write according to what Liberian people love hearing.
Hear it. All right. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. That kind of take away my second question, but okay. Since that is that, then what would you say to those people? Because what I'm hearing from you said, in order for you to create this sound that you create, you
Mhm.
have to be able to be raised from back home and know the sound from back home, the cultures. But what would you say to those people that was not raised back home due to the conflict, but yet they want to do gospel music for their country? What would you say to those people, or what advice would you give for those people?
Well, I think the people you're talking about, they have heard Liberian songs, and they are going to parties, and they are salting on people dancing to them. And don't mind our American children. They know our songs, they know our beat, because my daughter was born in the US. But then in her car one time, I hear her playing Liberian song. Then I heard a Nigerian song. I said, "Oh, you the hell, hell also." So, so I knew exactly that the
That's
children
good.
listen. So
Yes.
if you're a gospel artist or you're a Liberian artist in general, and you know how Liberian sound is,
Mm,
they know it. They have heard it. So they know it. So if you're a writer, but you are not born in Liberia, listen to Liberian sound. Like my son, he's a producer. He's a professional producer, sound
mm,
engineer. I heard Saint Frank Thomas song.
yeah.
"Mana Monkanya Fe, no 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 nee." That song. We heard it,
Mm,
Daddy. That sound is so real. What type of music is that? I said, it's a African sound. I say, what's the name of that particular beat? There, I guess it's Zouk. I don't know the sound, but it's tracking. So
mhm,
he said, Daddy, send it to me to see if I can play around it and start creating something African.
mhm,
That song appealed to him. Saint Frank Thomas, he called it Oga,
mhm,
OLGA or something on Oga or something like that. So that song appealed to my son always, because he wasn't born there, but he liked the beat and the rhythm. So so they would get it. So if you are American or whatever, you born in the diaspora, you are listening to Liberian sound and you know what it is, how we can jam it, create something in our format, and you be okay.
okay. Thank you very much. Like it's like we have this thing in our Liberia community, what they call reach one, teach one, and I
Mhm.
appreciate that. Where we don't just keep the information to ourselves, we share it with each other, and we give the information to each other so they could make it better. And
Yeah,
that's what your son did. You gave the information to him so he could hear it and make it better.
that's right.
Okay, I appreciate that. And how is the being a gospel artist affect your faith? Does it mean that because the Bible state that for those of whom that teaches will be judges much more effectively, like aggressively.
Mhm.
So how do you being a gospel artist and sending message through your music keep you grounded?
Well, your own, you got to live by your own music that you sing, because it have to affect yourself. When you write song, you got to, if when you feel it, the people out there gonna feel it, because anything that affects you affects the people out there. So you have to carry yourself very well, like I said earlier on. And you got to live by your music, because your music is out there touching lives, and you yourself here, you should be feeling the music. Like among my songs, I got one song. All my songs, I feel it when I write it. But you have that one song, and the one of the songs that I when I do, I feel the feel on me is called Vanity. The Bible says everything we do here is vanity. And each time when I do that song in my language, the chill come on me, because we yeah running around, not putting our lives in good perspective,
Right.
causing a lot of trouble all around the place, and we're not paying attention. So everything we do on earth is vanity. So your music affect people out there is also reflect on you, so that way you live right. It's hard to live right, but you can try, and you can take it from there.
Okay. All right. Okay. So those of do that those of whom that do, one thing I kind of noticed that you keep saying is how you choose your theme of your music,
Yeah.
how how do you choose the message behind? Is it based on feelings or is based on faith, or God speak to you or give you the how do you choose this message for us to inspire even you like you said?
Well, when you are writing, sometimes it comes from experience, what you have passed through. But most of the time, when most people when they write, what they have passed through, they put music in it from their heart, from their pain. And sometimes you write music when you see things are not going the way God wanted to be. Like one of my sons say, "Stop the wrongdoing." A lot of pastors are doing wrong thing nowadays, soul seed thing, and getting people crazy. People are not preaching the right word. As a member, you're not doing the right thing anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I try to like awaken people. Stop that wrongdoing. Yeah, the gifts that God has given you, make use of it. You don't do it, God gonna take it back. You know. So sometimes you look at some things and write about it. But more
Mm-hmm.
people write uh, what they have experienced. So based on that, I write some what I have experienced and what is out there that people need to do right.
Right.
Yeah, the two area that have rhyme and sound.
Yeah, during the wartime, there used to be a song I used to hear about a lady that said, "Search yourself, examine yourself." Something like that. But
Yeah,
I was so young then, but I don't know, never know. She has so many songs, right? But that's
yeah.
one
No
only thing.
condition is feminine. All those different songs.
Yes, but I couldn't remember who they were because I was so
Oh,
young.
she's here in the U.S. Her name is Evelyn March, and I interview, I promote her song most of the time. She lives in Minnesota.
Interesting. I would like to talk to her sometime.
Yeah, Evelyn
She,
March, I will connect you with her, and you're gonna talk to her. She may examine yourself. No condition is feminine, and a lot of great songs. And when she was singing, we were singing at the time, but we were younger.
yes, I was so young then. But
Yeah,
I want you to let her know her song was one of the rock thing for me and my auntie because at that time during the wartime that my auntie had five of us and it was just her. And that's the only song that she used to play so we could cross the bullet. When we cross it, any border, that's the song. Yes, check yours. That's what I saw. It's so stuck in my
I mean,
head.
yes, sir. And
Yes,
she got a video to it. She did a remix. I have it playing on my platform too. I was singing
interesting.
again.
Please do, please do.
It's in Minnesota.
that's interesting. But yes, her song used to be all over in Liberia, doing like 95, 6,
Mhm.
7, around that time. That's interesting. Wow. But yes, brother, I appreciate it. Oh, another thing that I think you should know is Nimabert is my auntie. She and my mother have the same father.
Okay.
Yes. And it was interesting to know that she do music and almost every one of our family exhibit themselves somewhat into music.
Mhm.
So it's very intriguing that the fact that I saw you guys together. But one of the things that really interests me into wanting to interview you is how like you don't close your door to any artist regarding of whether it's gospel artists, whether they are what you open their arm because it's like you are mostly interested in the music and the sound. That's one thing I like, he's different. You know what I mean? And you're not in all over the place trying to show off that you do music. You just let the music talk for itself. And that's one of the reasons why, like, you know what, I need to talk to you. Why do you do that?
Well, my goal, like I said, when the voice came, when I about to establish Royal Family TV, the voice of Victor opened this platform and give people that I give gift to.
Mm,
When you hear that voice, it did not say gospel or secular. You see
right,
the people that I give gift to.
right,
So based on that, I bring everybody in one place. And my number one goal is Liberia. When a gospel artist wins, Liberia wins. When a
right.
gospel artist wins, Liberia wins. So my goal is Liberia.
Mm.
So that's why I bring Nima Burr, Fatu Kevlar, ZTT, uh, um, Howard Disimo, Big Steve, people that I know. Even Bucky Raw have been on my platform, Flex
Oh,
Elite.
that's a cousin of mine as well.
Oh,
Tom
really?
Groupie.
You see trouble? So they all been on Royal Family TV on my platform because what my goal is Liberia. So that's what happened. Because my goal is Liberia, I work with everybody. I don't because God is the one that gonna judge. Some
Right.
people say you're a gospel singer. I see you play and secular song. Okay, when you go to the wedding, what song you be dancing to? Because I be
Okay.
asking them. When you go to the wedding, how many gospel songs you play there? You'll be on the floor and that mean to enjoy myself. Can see all the church woman and the pastor all this. What song I be dancing?
That's
My
funny.
goal is Liberia. That's a key word.
That is true. That is true. And that's I admire about you. You are very open to sound. I
Oh yeah,
really do admire that because we learning, but music is still music. It just speak different languages and all of that in a way. But I appreciate you, brother. I really appreciate your time and thank you for sitting with me and just taking me into the gospel artist world. But I feel to, basically ask some of the question, but you did answer it as far as letting us know how long you've been doing music, what
mhm.
made you pick up the baton to, take that path, and I appreciate it. But you mentioned something about your father, inspiring you and what he used to do and so forth. Does he do that still, or he's no longer around here?
No, my dad is not living anymore.
Oh, okay. I'm
Yeah,
sorry to hear that,
yeah,
but I'm pretty sure he will. What he put in you, that's what he's showing us.
that's
And we
right.
appreciate that, and we really do appreciate that.
And I wanted to throw this in there too. My daughter sings too.
Hmm.
Yeah, she sang very well. She started singing at 8 years old. And her music training, my son is a producer. So
Mm-hmm.
my daughter and myself had a song together. It's called Kenyan's Land. If you go to YouTube, start being Victor Jones, feature
Yeah.
Tracy Jones, and you're gonna pop up Kenyan's Land. I feature her, and the family is blessed with music.
Right. Right. I appreciate it. And other than YouTube, where else people could find you or people want to book you and stuff like that? Because I did share this link with my church and they're gonna check it out later on. So just in case they want to book you, they want to, reach you, where can they, find you?
Yeah, you just look for me every social media, Victor Jones, and TikTok, Victor Jones, um, Instagram, official underscore Victor underscore Jones. And you can leave a message all over the place, my music on every digital platforms.
Right,
And you can get me from anywhere, or they can contact you as well, just in case.
right, right. Thank you very much, brother. I appreciate your time. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And I hope to see more of your music because I'm
So,
telling you, my pastor, she can sing. She will reach out to you. I promise you, she will reach
okay.
out to you. But
Yeah.
thank you very much for your time, and I hope you have a wonderful day, brother.
All right.
Thank.
Thank you so much for having me, and I appreciate the time.
All right, thank you, sir. Take care.
Flat out.
Thank you, everyone. And that's our brother over there. Let's support our brother. That's one thing we Liberian need to do. He's tried so much to put based on what he say, inspiration into his music. So because he see us, we Liberian, we are going through so much. So the music and the time, the money that he put it into it, to inspire you so that you could go on and serve the God, the living God that we all say that we want to praise. And you have to, as Emil said, you have to live the life. He said he's not only just singing the song, he is living the life. And you have to, commend and applaud the gentleman. And I appreciate everyone. Thank you for watching. If you like the conversation, please share and subscribe to the channel. And I appreciate your time. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.